Okay, students. So now we are going to start a mock interview for our student Mahesh Nagar, and this mock is for Rajasthan HPCL Refinery Limited. So Mahesh, first of all, you introduce yourself.
Okay. Good evening, sir. My name is Mahesh Kumar Nagar, and I come from Jhalawar district of Rajasthan. Sir, I completed my studies from Rajasthan Board of Secondary Education, and after that, I did my Bachelor of Technology from NIT Bhopal in 2015. From there, sir, I got campus placement in KEC International Limited. So there, I underwent 3 months of training in India, and after that internal assessment, I got opportunity to work in Saudi Arabia for transmission line project and substation project. So in that transmission line and substation project, my major responsibilities were planning site activities, supervising them, and con- coordinating with the contractors, coordinating with the clients, conducting weekly progress review meeting with the client and contractors, and preparing the minutes of meeting, and preparing daily progress reports. And like that, I had side experience there for around 4 years. Then I came back to Mumbai head office, and I was working here as a tendering engineer in marketing and business development department for the international transmission line and substation tenders. So here my responsibilities were to prepare technical and commercial proposal for the tenders for international clients. Other than this, sir, I have my hobbies are exercise, and I have interest in singing, trekking, and book reading.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in which year you came back from Saudi Arabia?
Sir, 2019 I came back,
Before
January
pandemic
2000,
or just after pandemic?
before the pandemic.
Okay.
Yes,
And now you are currently in job, na?
sir. I have resigned from my job in last November 8th of November.
Okay.
I've resigned from.
So why did you resign?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Why? Why?
actually, I was working as a tendering engineer, and I had given enough of time to that organization, and I really learned a lot there. I learned about the specifics of the industry, and I have grown as a better professional. But at a personal level, I felt I was not growing enough, and I did not have a lot of scope to work, and other training and development programs. About that, I spoke with my HR, my line managers also, but I did not get any solution for that. So I thought it is time to move to look for the other opportunities. That is why, sir, I have resigned, and I wanted to join a
Okay. So
PSU.
what are the expectations from your job so that you can stay in that job for long duration?
Yes, sir. Sir, I think I want a wider scope of work so that I can learn a lot, and I can grow, and I can contribute towards the organization's growth as well. So it would be beneficial for me and for the organization in the long term.
Only this region.
Yes, sir. Growth opportunities and
Growth. How do you think that it is your growth?
sorry, sir, I did not get your question.
How will you realize that you are getting grow? You are
Grow.
getting good growth. How will you realize this?
Yes, sir. If you, I, for me, it is like I'm getting more and more responsibilities. My area of work is expanding. That is growth for me.
Okay. And
Yes.
any financial relation?
Yes, sir. At the same time, I'm getting good wage and promotions. That also.
So why did not you mention this right now?
Sir, my prime motive is right now to join this job is the job profile that it is offering, and the prestige related to this job. And
Okay.
because
So in HPCL, do you know there is no tender work. Are you aware about that? Means you
Sir,
need not to handle tenders there. Okay, so your work experience is of any use there. Can you tell us?
yes, sir. Sir, I have worked at site and I have gone through the job description for this position. And I think my job, project site job experience is matches with the requirement of this job. And I think with that experience and my current skill set, I would be able to execute the responsibilities in more effective and efficient way.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so tell me, is crude oil, do you know crude oil?
Yes, sir. I know crude oil.
So crude oil is good conductor of electricity or not?
Sir, I think crude oil is not good conductor of electricity because I have seen we use the oil in the transformers that is used as an insulator.
So that oil is crude oil.
No, that is not crude oil. That is extracted from the crude oil.
So there may be some difference, na? Okay, normal diesel, petrol, diesel and petrol which we use at our homes or in our cars, bikes. So does electricity pass through them? Are they conductors of electricity or not?
Sir, I'm not aware about.
Okay.
Yes,
Is
sir.
not this important for you as an electrical engineer? The things
Sir,
which are in daily contact, daily you are getting diesel, petrol in your cars.
sir,
So
I
is
know
this,
about its thermal properties. They are flammable, but
but you
I'm
are
not
electrical engineer, so which
correct,
property you
sir.
should know?
Yes, sir. I'm not aware about this, but I will surely learn about it now.
Okay. Uh, and your hobbies are doing physical activities, right?
Yes, sir. Physical activity.
So during COVID,
Yes, sir.
gyms
Yes.
should be open or closed?
Gyms were closed, sir.
Gyms should be open or closed.
Gym should be closed during COVID.
Why?
So because the chances of contact from the infected person to the healthy person are more because we use the same dumbbells or same bench or same bars, and even it is if the gym is crowded, then the social maintaining social distance becomes challenge. So this should be avoided.
Okay. But
Yes, sir.
how will they sustain financially then?
Uh, Financially, gyms to the gym.
Yeah. Do you ever think about this? You are a regular, you regularly visit gyms, na?
Yes, sir. I was visiting before the COVID,
So,
but
so
due to yes.
what about their economic conditions? Did you ever think about this?
So it was not closing the gyms was not uh, good for the gyms if we talk about financially. So they could have done it like the personal gym trainers. They could have converted it like that way.
Okay.
If the
Okay,
gym train, yes, sir.
Rajiv sir.
Okay,
Good
so
evening, sir.
Mahesh Nagar.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is TND losses?
Sir, TND losses are when the electricity is generated at the generating plant. So electricity flows from the generating plant to the consumer. So there are losses in the conductor in between. So they are called as the TND losses.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
and what are the feature of the TND losses?
Feature of the TND losses.
Mhm.
Sir, can you please elaborate the question? I didn't get the question.
Yeah, feature means What are the component and what are the factor which affecting the T&D losses, which increase or decrease, which affect?
Okay. Sir, T&D losses consist of the technical losses and
What is the full form of T&D losses?
transmission and distribution loss.
Okay, and what are the component which related with the T&D losses?
Sir, there is a technical loss because of the resistance of the conductor. There is a I square R loss, and other than this, there are sir, mm, because of the leakage
I square R loss, and then other losses are?
because of the theft of the electricity, there are some losses happens in the through the distribution companies. So they are
Okay.
called as commercial losses. So it is called aggregate technical and commercial losses, AT&C.
Okay, so you have worked in India and as well as the in Saudi Arabia also.
Correct, sir.
Okay, so can you give me the data that up to what percent the T&D losses in the India when compared with other countries?
Sir, T&D losses in India is about 22%.
And in Saudi Arabia?
Sir, that I do not recall now. Cannot
What is the
recall.
standard T&D losses, the transfer and distribution losses in the foreign country?
Sir, I'm not aware about this, but I will learn about it.
Okay, so you have talked about the theft. So
Yes.
for the theft, we are charging something, or how can we detect that in certain area the theft has been going on in the transmission line or the distribution line?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, to detect this theft or to prevent this electricity theft, we have started using the smart meters.
And what are the feature of a smart meter?
Sir, smart meter is basically is user friendly. It provides consumer interface, and he can track his loading.
How? Oh, I know it is user friendly. It is customer based. So how smart meter works? What type of communication does the smart meter does?
Yes, sir. It has communication,
What type of communication?
optical or RF communication.
Okay, and what is optical communication, and what are the junction we provide for the optical communication when converting to the copper conductor?
Sir, I don't know in detail.
Okay. So there is a term called penalty factor. Okay, which is the electricity company, distributing company charging to the consumer for having more reactive power consuming. Okay, into the line. What is penalty factor, and what is the average rate or standard rate of penalty in India when compared with you have worked in Saudi Arabia? So what is that?
The penalty factor is if the load factor at the particular consumer load point it goes below the standard power factor, so they are charging the penalty factor because it causes the more current in the system and it causes the more loss, more I square R losses in the system. So that is why they charge a penalty, and that is penalty factor is for that.
Okay, if suppose I say the production cost is about H, I take at total production cost as H, which is varying with the time T. And then how can you derivate this penalty factor? or taking losses as L, or total consuming as C? Have you any idea how we can calculate it?
Sir, I did not, I cannot recall right now.
Okay, in what area you have worked?
So I have worked in the transmission and transmission line project and substation project and tendering.
What is tendering?
So, so for example, an electricity board wants a substation to be constructed. So he would
Project, simply project.
yeah, project.
Project
Then
engineer. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So if you are a project engineer, then you have to suppose if you have to file the PR. You know what is PR for that particular project. If some company is giving his requirement regarding the construction of the substation, then how can you facilitate your company to be as perfect consumer for that any distribution or any substation construction? Suppose you are applying for that project, how you can file the PR? Simple, taking anything into the consideration because you are working in the marketing also. So if you want to purchase something or if you want something, if someone want something from your company, then what is the standard procedure to making that personal receipt of that material or that project?
okay. Somebody wants to purchase something or some service from my company.
Yeah,
So
suppose
once,
taking as a transformer,
hmm,
power transformer. Then how you can formulate? Have you formed any personal receipt or anything documentation for that purchase of the any item?
yes, sir. In tendering itself, we purchase the transformers and the circuit breakers. These instruments we purchase from the
Mm-hmm.
vendors. So
So how to
for that, what we do, we get certain parameter, and from the client side, these are the parameters that you need to consider, and they give us the basic drawings like single line diagrams or layout plan or so. After going through all this data, we find out the quantity of the instruments, and we float the request for quotation to our vendors. So vendors may be like in the approved list of vendors that clients give us, or if the client has asked for the some qualification, pre-qualification, check whether this vendor meets the pre-qualification or not. If he meets the pre-qualification, we ask him for the
okay.
quotation.
Okay. So you are currently, suppose you are a planning engineer at any private firm, then you choose the any item as per the requirement or as per the specification. Okay. So if just now you are applying for the HRL part of HPCL, so in that you have to choose the list minimum as possible, where the quality is not into the consideration, the cost is the major factor. So how you can look this step that if you want to purchase something, if the cost is less but the quality, you have to compromise with the quality, then how you can cope with this situation? If suppose you are a planning engineer at some at any department, if you want to purchase something, currently you are in the private firm, you purchase anything as per the quality consideration. You not consider the cost as much possible. But in the public sector, you are the price play the major role. So how you look this situation and how you cope with this?
Sir, for this, we can do the competitive bidding, and certainly we have to
No,
look
what are
for.
the changes you do? What are the changes you do for the quality consideration? Your job is simply to make the personal receipt. So what are the effective steps you should do to enhance the product quality?
Product quality.
If suppose you have a budget of 50 lakh or 60 lakh, in your department, and if you want to purchase some item which is cost around 15 lakh, but some other party is providing at 12 lakh, but the quality consideration is not up to the mark, we just mention and just putting the blank boxes to the to be ticked for only the namesake. So how you can cope with this situation? The major critical thing, if you got a chance to work in the PSU, then this is the most critical thing. So how you can cope with this?
Yes, sir. Sir, what I will do, I will check the technical parameters. If the any vendor do not meet the technical parameter, then I would ask them whether they can meet these technical parameters or not. So technically, on technical part, we cannot compromise, because it is a critical work, and there may be a consequences that can have bad impact on us. And on the commercial part, if I find some vendor that he is technically sound, but the price wise he is not very competitive, then in that case
You're
we
not
can go
getting my
for
point.
the
You are not getting my point.
negotiation part.
You are a planning engineer at some department. You have to file this PR to the finance department. This finance department or material management department cope with that any vendor. Thereafter, the material comes. So this is the proper chain. So I'm asking from your side, what are the steps you follow to enhance the product capability or quality in your receipt? What are the steps you should mention?
Sir, I think I have not done this, and
Okay. So
yeah.
interview is over. See, your totally technical interview is based upon the question mostly on this parameter only. That the work that you have, job profile that you have worked. Please go through the T&D losses. Okay. And
Yes,
standard
sir.
it is 5 to 6 or 7%, 9% standard, but in India it is 22% in the year 2017-18. But nowadays it is reduced to 19.5, maybe 19%.
Okay.
Okay. And people may ask about the factor like they will not ask the in-depth question about the transformer or something. They will ask the managerial question about that penalty factor, what is penalty factor, and how you can, because you work in the transmission and distribution, then you have to cope with this situation, how we can calculate it, what are the standard parameters. And second thing is purchasing. As you have said that you are currently working in the marketing, so they will ask that how you can purchase the product. Because look, in the PSU, the major problem is to make the people work and to purchase the perfect and the quality product.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so your department will allot a certain amount of money, and you have to purchase from this, because you are not allowed to talk with the vendor. You are only allowed to make the personal receipt. Okay. And in the personal receipt, you have to, suppose if you purchase the bulb quality of the bulb of 100 rupees, far more efficient, and it work more than the 1 or 2 or 3 years. But when the vendor is bidding for 20 rupees bulb, then you have to go with the norm, as minimum as possible. So in that you have to mention, if you mention 4 quality, then for the quality enhancement you have to mention 20 quality, because if for the namesake only vendor is uploading some blank box, then he have to make that things into consideration. Thereafter you have to purchase some material.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. I
So
got
please
your
be
point.
prepared and think like in this way, because I think that most of the question will ask from this only.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any more question do you want to ask?
Sir, based on how I performed in the interview, how much marks can I get on this performance?
No. Yeah, it is good. It is good, but you have to work on something. Okay. We are not
Okay.
judging you. We are just rectifying you.
No, sir,
हेलो
I get your point. I get your point.
Yeah.
महेश,
Yes, sir.
देखो तुम्हारा जो बोलने का तरीका है वो बहुत अच्छा है,
Okay, sir.
लेकिन सेम तरीके को बहुत लंबे टाइम तक पूरे इंटरव्यू के दौरान नहीं रखना।
Okay.
ठीक है ना, मतलब अपने आप को बिल्कुल रिलैक्स भी दिखाना है आपको, कि कहीं पे स्माइल की जगह है तो स्माइल भी लानी है, ठीक है,
ओके ओके
कहीं पे मतलब एक सेम सिचुएशन में ऐसा लग रहा है कि जैसे एक रोबोट बना दिया हो जिसको बढ़िया तरीके से, जिसकी कम्युनिकेशन सेट कर दी गई हो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस से, और वो बिल्कुल वैसे बोलेगा।
ओके सर, ओके सर,
तो ध्यान रखना इस चीज का, मतलब कि वेरिएशन भी दिखना चाहिए थोड़ा बहुत।
ओके सर, आई विल
है
टेक।
बहुत अच्छा, मतलब बोलने का आपका धीरे वाला ये बढ़िया है, बट ये बिल्कुल एक जैसा लगेगा तो फिर वो गड़बड़ कर सकता है थोड़ा बहुत।
करेक्ट सर।
हाँ ठीक है। दूसरा, कहीं पे वो आपको ऐसा कोशिश करेंगे कि आप कंफ्यूज हो जाए, इरिटेट हो जाए।
हाँ हाँ।
जैसे मैंने कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछे आपसे, तो चेहरे पे से आपके वो इरिटेशन सी आने लगी थी, तो वो वहां पे रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं होनी चाहिए। आपको उनके किसी भी क्वेश्चन से परेशान नहीं होना।
करेक्ट
हो
सर।
सकता है कि एक ही चीज को बार बार पूछे, वो उसी के ऊपर पड़ जाए। तो
हाँ
ऐसा रिप्रेजेंट नहीं करना कि आप परेशान हो गए, इरिटेट हो गए या कुछ भी, मतलब आपकी
हाँ।
फेस रीडिंग चल रही है, वहां पे बहुत चीजें चलती हैं।
करेक्ट सर।
तो आपको कूल रहना है, मतलब बिल्कुल भी।
ठीक है सर, आई विल टेक केयर ऑफ दिस।
हाँ, इन चीजों का ध्यान रखना है। और
यस।
बाकी फिर जनरल क्वेश्चंस आपसे पूछेंगे कि भाई क्यों छोड़ना चाहते हो, तो वो आपने बता दिया कि जी मुझे अच्छी ग्रोथ नहीं मिल रही थी, काम भी मेरा एक जैसा था बस वो, तो मैं कुछ नई चीजें सीखना चाहता था, तो मैंने प्लान बना लिया था इसका। और यहाँ
अच्छा।
पे मेरे को राजस्थान के अंदर हूँ, राजस्थान से हूँ, और ये एक अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी मुझे दिखी कि जहाँ पे मैं बहुत कुछ सीख सकता हूँ काम करने के थ्रू। तो ये मेरे को इसलिए अच्छा मतलब मेरा रहेगा कि मेरा यहाँ पे हो जाए।
हाँ सर।
अल्टीमेट गोल लाइफ का मेरा यही है कि एक स्टेबल जॉब हो, लेकिन वो काम उसमें चैलेंजिंग हो, मतलब
राइट सर।
हमेशा कुछ नई चीजें आती रहे, नए प्रोजेक्ट, नया काम सीखने के लिए मिलता रहे, ऐसा मैं चाहता हूँ।
राइट सर।
ठीक है।
राइट।
और थोड़ा दुबई में रह के आए हो ना तुम, उसमें यूएई में,
हाँ हाँ, सऊदी में।
तो वो इसमें इंटरेस्टेड हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि बहुत सारे इंजीनियर क्या करते हैं, वो खुद भी जाना चाहते हैं ना, गल्फ कंट्रीज में जाके जॉब करना चाहते हैं।
राइट राइट
तो
राइट।
उनमें से कोई आपको ट्राई कर सकता है, आपसे वहां के बारे में जानने का थोड़ा ज्यादा, कैसा
राइट।
माहौल है वहां पे या कुछ भी है, तो उसके
हाँ।
बारे में भी प्रिपेयर कर लेना।
जी सर।
ठीक है, कौन सी करेंसी चलती है, कौन कौन सी बड़ी कंपनी है वहां पे ऑयल की, उनके नाम बताओ, ये भी पूछ सकते हैं आपसे कि कोई
जी जी
ऑयल
जी।
सेक्टर की, जो वहां पे वेल होते हैं, जो ऑयल के वेल होते हैं तो वो कैसे होते हैं, उनके बारे में कुछ पूछ सकते हैं।
राइट राइट
ठीक
राइट।
है, और इंडिया के साथ उनका कैसे, जैसे ये आपका सऊदी अरब है, यूएई है, ये लोग इंडिया के साथ बिजनेस कर रहे हैं ना कई सारे फील्ड में,
हाँ सर।
तो किस किस कंपनी के साथ में काम कर रहे हैं, ये सारी डिटेल मतलब पूछ सकते हैं वो आपसे।
राइट राइट।
तो उसका थोड़ा देख लेना एक बार, ठीक है।
ठीक है सर।
हाँ
सर,
चलो।
एक चीज, एक क्वेश्चन था जो
क्या?
मैंने मतलब ग्रोथ प्रमोशन में मैंने वो चीज इंक्लूड नहीं किया था, फाइनेंस वाला ना,
हाँ, वो
सैलरी
करना चाहिए था ना
प्रमोशन।
वो, बाद में पूछने के बाद तूने कहा हाँ जी ये भी, वो तो मेन
हाँ।
है ना यार, उसके बिना काम कौन करना है, काम, ये तो आर्टिफिशियल बात होगी ना तुम्हारी।
करेक्ट करेक्ट करेक्ट।
तो तुम अब ऐड करो कि सर हाँ, ना तो सैलरी बढ़ा रहे थे वो बिल्कुल भी, ना ही
हम्म।
काम कुछ बढ़ रहा था, तो क्या दिक्कत है इसमें, कि मतलब सर रेगुलर जैसे कि जिस रेट से महंगाई बढ़ती है,
हाँ
तो उस
हाँ।
रेट से किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में थोड़ा मतलब एक्सपेक्ट तो करते हैं ना कि हम काम करने में हमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
करेक्ट।
ठीक है, कि भाई साल में, 2 साल में, 3 साल में, एक महंगाई के हिसाब से, मतलब इन्फ्लेशन जैसे बढ़ता है, तो उस हिसाब से आपकी इनकम बढ़नी चाहिए। अगर वो एक ही जगह फिक्स हो गई है तो फिर मतलब सर मजबूर करना ही पड़ेगा फिर तो चेंज कुछ हमें। तो ये बोल
करेक्ट।
सकता हूँ, जेन्युइन बताओ उनको चीजें ना।
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
ऐसा तो कोई नहीं होगा कि बस मैं काम ही सीखना चाहता हूँ इसलिए मैं नौकरी छोड़ रहा हूँ।
करेक्ट है सर।
ओरिजिनली तो काम करना चाहते नहीं ना लोग। ठीक है।
ठीक है सर, थैंक यू।
चलो, ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट।